It literally covered up. Wow, wow, wow. Hi guys, so today I'm going to be reviewing the new L'Oreal Infallible 24-hour foundation, and this is what it looks like. According to the website, this claims to be long-lasting, mattifying, 24 hours foundation, claims to give a natural second skin finish, gosh, 24 hours shine resistance and full coverage. It's retail for $9.99. It's got 20 shades and it comes in a tube like so. This is the tube that the foundation comes out from. I've got the shade 340 Copper. It's got a scent, guys. It smells like a moisturizer, so that it's not runny. It's quite a nice creamy consistency. It looks really creamy. So for this side, I'm gonna use it with a primer, and I'm gonna do this side without a primer. I'm gonna use the NYX primer on this side. I've already got my eyebrow done, so I used the foundation to clean that up. I've got a primer here and no primer here. So I'm not going to blend with the Real Technique sponge. Oh wow, I think it's really good coverage. This coverage is amazing. Wow. Definitely a full coverage foundation, guys. For drugstore, this is just covered. It just evened up the skin tone. Considering the fact that the beauty blender tends to suck up some product as well, so this Real Technique sponge is damp. Oh wow, this is impressive. So this is with foundation, this is without foundation. It literally covered up. Wow, wow, wow. I am really impressed with this, guys. Amazing. The coverage is just, and I like the finish. It's a very nice, yeah, definitely a nice matte finish. I'm just gonna blend it down. So this is the side with the primer, guys. So I'm gonna do this side without the primer, so I'm not gonna use any primer here, and I'm just gonna put the foundation straight on without a primer, because there's some people that don't use a primer. I'm gonna put it on the spot. I'm just gonna do it like so. So you see the spots here, just see if it will cover it. And I've got some hyperpigmentation on my mouth. Look at the coverage, guys. It's just covered up all the dark circles, dark spots, hyperpigmentation. It's literally just covered it all up. I am amazed at this. This is amazing. I love the smell, actually. I really do. You feel it smells like a moisturizer. Oh my god, I'm really impressed with this, guys. So impressed. So this is without the primer. So this is with the primer. To be fair, I can't really see much of a difference. The one with primer looks more mattifying than the one without a primer. So the primer makes it extra matte. You know, the primer is meant to make your makeup last longer. So we're gonna see all through the day to see if this does that. I'm just blending everything out. I've just used a little, so I've just used like maybe 3 pumps or so, and it's just covered everything up. I've not used a lot at all. I've used maybe 3 pumps. Amazing, amazing. So this is what the foundation looked applied. For a drugstore foundation, this looks really nice. I love the coverage. I'm not gonna use concealer today. I'm just gonna see how this foundation fares on its own without a concealer. It's really lightweight. It doesn't feel like I've got anything on. It's not cakey at all. It doesn't feel cakey. It feels really lightweight. It has a smell. It smells like a moisturizer. It's got 30 ml. I'm gonna wait to see if this oxidizes, or you know, for just the next 10 minutes or so, just to see if it goes a bit darker, and I'll come back. This is like 8 minutes now. It's not oxidized. It looks pretty the same. So I'm just gonna set it with powder now and start up with the wet test. I'm gonna use my Makeup Revolution powder in the shade Banana. I'm just gonna set under the eyes just to avoid creases of the foundation. I'm literally gonna use this powder all over my face, especially on my T-zone area, like so. It's good to set your foundation, especially if you use like a liquid foundation, because it just sets it in place so it doesn't move. I always set my foundation. So interestingly, the one without the primer looks really nice. I've not used a foundation without a primer for like ever, for a long time. I've always used a primer. So we're really gonna see if the primer does what it says in the bottle today, really. But I really like this foundation, so I've just used foundation on its own. I've not used anything. I've not used a concealer. I've not contoured at all today. So this is what it looks like. Really nice. I like the finish. I like the way it just blended in nicely. I'm just gonna do a wear test now, so I'm gonna check in all through the day. I'll come back with my final views at the end of the day. This is kind of 12th hour already, so this is on the 12th hour, and this is what it's looking like. So if you can recall, this is the side without the primer, and this is the side with the primer. The one without the primer is more oily. It's just more oily as compared to the one with the primer. So the primer helped a bit, but still there's all over here. The one with the primer worked better than the one without the primer. So no primer. The one without the primer has more oil. It's settled on my pores. I did not blot at all because I just wanted you to see the full how the makeup had. So I didn't blot all through the day. So this is 12 hours and this is what it's looking like. So normally I would blot, you know, so let me try and blot then. Oh wow, I'm just using the same sponge I use for my foundation, and just by blotting, look at the difference with the side. Just look at it. So blotting does help. I'm just using the same sponge I used for my foundation and earlier. So I've kind of blotted the side of my face and it looks good. So if you're okay to blot all through the day, then this foundation is amazing. Most oily skin girls are kind of used to blotting anyway. I'm gonna blot this side as well. I've not put any powder in. I literally am just tapping it with the same sponge. Sponge is not dried up now, but yeah. So it looks really good. And if I were to put powder on it, it's just gonna be more matte. I actually like it. I like the coverage. So For the first 4 hours, this foundation is superb. It's nice. It's like really good. But after the 6-hour mark, then you see the oil seeping through. Then 8-hour, you know, you saw the 8-hour mark, not that bad, but it's oily. And now 12 hours is just looking really yeah. So I've just blotted it and it looks really nice. So in terms of what this foundation claims to do, it says it's lightweight. I think it's lightweight. It's not cakey on the skin. Primer on, I think it will last better with a primer on. I've got some dry patches here, but I think it's just the way I apply the primer, and it's just dry patches on my skin. But the primer side is kind of better. It stood the test of time more, I would say. Does it settle into the pores? Yes. So towards the after 6-7 hours, it does kind of settle in. With when the oil starts seeping through, you can see the pores are more pronounced. In terms of coverage, this is definitely full coverage. I didn't use much at all, and it just covered a lot. It covered my spot hair. I think it's full coverage, so that's really good. All in all, this is not 24-hour wear now. So when they say 24-hour mate, it's not. It is mattifying to some extent. It's not 24 hours because this is 12 hours and my face looks really greasy and oily. It's not 24 hours. Obviously after the 6-hour 7-hour marks, the oil seeps through. If you're okay to blotting, then that will be fine. Is it mate? It is mate when you apply it. It's true to color. 24 hours shine resistant, no to that. After the 6 hours, the shine comes through. Overall, I really like it. For $9.99, this is a good foundation. I would get it if I run out of this. I think it's one of my favorite now. In terms of the pros, it's lightweight, it's not cakey, it's full coverage, it's really nice on the skin. The price $9.99 is a good price. Coverage is really full coverage, so those are the pros. It's made for the first 4 to 6 hours. In terms of the cons, it is not 24-hour wear. Now after the 4 to 6 hours, the oils kind of seep through. I wouldn't say it's 24-hour shine resistance. It's not because after the 4 hours, I would say 6 hours, you could see the oil seeping through. You can see your pores. When the shine comes through, you could see it settling in and your pores are more visible. But apart from that, it does blend nicely when you blot it. So when you blot it, it kind of cancels that out. So that's good. So overall, for the price, so $9.99, this is a yes from me, a fantastic foundation. So that's it for this video. I hope you found it useful. Don't forget to like if you did, and subscribe if you haven't. Don't forget to turn on the notification bell so you see more videos as they come. I'll see you in my next one, guys.